Hey guys, it's LEGO Boys E3. Today, I have another Q&A. Okay, so this is the beginning of a new Q&A video. And so before you start watching this video, if you have any questions for me, leave those down in the comments below and I'll answer those next time. Which event would you rather have the record in, Pyraminx or Scube? That's actually a pretty good question. I really don't know. Pyraminx would probably get you more attention, but I like Scube better. I'd probably say Pyraminx though because it's a more popular event. Will you ever try some of the Cubicles premium cubes? Well, I might try them like at a competition or something if I don't have to like buy them myself. But I probably won't get them because like I can re-sticker cubes myself, I can lube them myself, I can break them in and stuff. I don't really need another company to do that for me, and it's cheaper if you just buy the lube and the stickers and do it yourself. What do you think the 3x3 world record single will be by 2020? That's actually a pretty good question. I think it will be different. It'll probably be like closer to 4.5. I don't think it's gonna get down to like sub 4 or anything. Either like low 4s or like 4.5-ish. Mefferts or Oscar? Are you asking me which of those people that I like better? That's a weird question. Or are you asking me if I like the Mefferts company better? But those aren't really the same thing then. So yeah, Mefferts makes a lot of Oscar's puzzles. So they're completely different things. There's like a cubing store and a person. What if WCA were to take out one event, what would you want it to be? Probably feet, because I don't really plan to do feet ever, and it's just kind of a weird event. I don't really care about it. And if they were to add an event, what would you want it to be? I think it would be cool to add an interesting variant to the 3x3, like a mirror cube, but I don't think people want it to do that. But I don't know, really. Are you going to be going to Nationals 2016? Yes, I was just there, and I'll be uploading videos of it soon. Would you rather buy a ShengShao 2x2 or a Dian 2x2? A Dian, because it's a much better cube. Lingpo or Guanpo? Lingpo, it's specifically made to be a better cube. It's more expensive and stuff. Aosu or New Island Windstorm? I think currently I like the Aosu a little bit better. And then Weisu or New Island Windstorm? The New Island Windstorm's definitely better. Can you name all your 4x4s by memory worst to best? Okay, so first up is Rubik's, and V-Cube, and Weisu, New Island Windstorm, and Mini Aosu. Your favorite event? It is currently the Scube. That's why it's closest to me on the table. Can you solve a square one underwater? No, because I don't want to ruin a square one. My Chi-Yi, it doesn't have very much hardware, but it's lubed really well. And my Cube Twist one has lots of little tiny screws and springs inside of it. If a criminal ran away with all your money, what cube would you throw at it to get your money back? Probably the Pyraminx, because it would hurt the most when it hit him. If you meet Felix, what would you say or ask him? Well, the thing is, I kind of have met Felix before. He was at the U.S. National Championships, and I got his signature, but I didn't really tell him anything or talk to him. I have his, Kevin Hayes, Colin Burns, Matt Svalk, and of course, the best one, me, myself, and Pi. Okay, what's better, Dian or Moyu? Definitely Moyu. Gans or YJ? I don't have any Gans puzzles, so I'll just say YJ. Fengshi or ShengShao? ShengShao, because they make a lot more puzzles. And then MF8 or Lanlan? I'll just say Lanlan, because I don't have like any MF8 puzzles. The 4 winners do a round 2 with those, and then a round 3. Okay, so Lanlan versus ShengShao. Moyu versus YJ are literally the same company, so Moyu/YJ now. And then Moyu YJ versus ShengShao. And the winner is Moyu YJ. Would you rather have all your mains be V-Cubes or have a Rubik's 5x5 as your main? Obviously the Rubik's 5x5, because I don't do 5x5 at all. And V-Cubes would just be horrible compared to just having a 5x5. Speaking of 5x5s, what's that 5x5 in your intro? Well, if you can count, you can pause the video and count, and it actually has 7 layers. It's at 7x7. And it is this 7x7, which is now a barrel. It was a ShengShao. Who was the first cuber you ever watched? I watched Me, Myself, and Pi a long time ago. And then I think the second one was probably Red KB. That was way before like JR Cuber or any of those people ever existed. Do you remember your first Rubik's Cube PB? You mean like the first time that I solved it? I don't think I actually timed myself, but I would guess like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe, around there. How come they haven't made a 12x12 yet? It's because it's actually a lot harder to make even layer puzzles, especially higher order ones, than odd layer puzzles, because you have to practically make a 13x13 and hide the middle layer, or do some weird thing like V-Cube did and make a really unstable cube. And so yeah, it's just a lot harder to make ones, and so that's why the biggest mass-produced one right now is a 13 by 13, and there's no 12 by 12. Who do you think will make the first mass-produced 12 by 12? I don't think it'll be MoYu because they're still working on a 15 by 15, I guess. I would guess Shengshao because they already released their 11 by 11, and that's the next one in order. Is it okay to lube the Weilong GTS with just weight 3, the core and the pieces? Yeah, I'd say that's okay because you use higher weight lubes to make it last longer, and so like in the core of the puzzle you use really high ones, and so that's kind of right in the middle, so it'll be fine. And you use lower weights to make it go faster, and so in the pieces that will work fine, especially if you're a little bit of a slower cuber. 2 people asked me what camera I use. It's a Sony Handycam CX330. Is no the next word you're going to say? Potato. No, it was potato. Would you rather get rid of your best 3x3 or your best 2x2? Definitely my 2x2 because I still kind of need to get a new one because there are better ones out than the Lingpo. And my Thunderclap's just awesome. I want to keep that one. How tall are you? I believe currently I'm like almost 5'10". Will you get the Thunderclap version too? Don't you love it when somebody asks the question on a video that you literally answered in the video they were watching? What 5 other cubes would be good to start with besides a 3x3? I'd say probably 2x2, 4x4, Pyraminx cube, and maybe Megaminx. Can you solve a 4x4 and 5x5 blindfolded? No, not currently, but I would like to learn in the future once I get better at 3 blind, which I'll probably start working on like next year or something once I have more time. Yeah, I might learn eventually. Would you rather get a world record on 3x3 or be the most popular YouTuber in the world? I'm assuming you mean cubing YouTuber because the most popular YouTuber in the world would make like millions of dollars, and that one would be obvious. But if you were to mean cubing YouTuber, I'd probably also choose that because if you're popular on YouTube, you keep getting popular, and then if you have a world record, it just goes away eventually. So definitely that one. Do you think Qi will make a stickerless clock? Well, they are making a clock, and clocks generally don't have stickers, so yes. If you had the option to change all your white stickers to purple, would you do it? And you can't change it back. Not sure what kind of question that is, but no. Weirdest event, I'd say 3x3 with feet, because it's just obviously very strange. Do you know full OLL? No, I'm nowhere near fast enough to need to know full OLL. I average like 20 seconds or so, and you probably need to get down to like 15 to have full OLL be worth it. How many OLL algorithms do you know? I know like the basic ones that you need for 2-look, and like maybe like 5 other ones, like the one where you do RU, R prime, U prime, and then sledgehammer, and the opposite of that, and a couple more, but I don't really use the other ones that often. Will you ever learn full OLL? Once I get like a lot faster, I probably will. What's your least favorite PLL? If you say G perm, then choose another one. I would say probably like the N perm. NA perm because it's just so long and annoying to do. Worst recent 3x3 speed cube. I don't have very many 3x3 speed cubes, so I can't really answer that. And the best MoYu 3x3, I literally have one MoYu 3x3, and that's the way long. What if Lanlan made a Pyraminx? Then it would probably be called the Lanlan Pyraminx. I've been cubing for 5 months, and I average 48 seconds. Any tips on how to get faster? Lots of practice when you're at that time, just practicing for like couple weeks, just like constantly doing it every day will definitely help your times a lot. And yeah, learn F2L. If you're getting down to like the 40-second range and you don't know F2L yet, then that would be a good thing to learn next. What's the best 4x4? I'm planning on getting one. I'd say right now the best one is probably the Aosu. That's like the most widely accepted good one, but there are lots of other new ones, so I would definitely just check out some reviews on some other popular ones like Qi ones. I don't think that one's very good, but I would check out some reviews first. I'd say the Aosu is a very good cube, so yeah. Where did you buy your first Rubik's Cube? That would be that 3x3 over there. I got it at Walmart. What's the best 6x6 on the market? The Aoshi is probably the best right now, but it's really expensive, and so if you're trying to get into 6x6, I would probably go for the Yushin one that just came out. It's not quite as good as the Aoshi, I don't think, from the reviews, but it's a lot cheaper. Would you rather get a world record on 3x3 or $5? I think the answer is pretty obvious. $5. Crazy Bad Cuber or Red KB? I think honestly if Red KB were more active, then I'd probably like his better because he just makes like super high quality videos, and I don't know, I just like him a little bit better. What 3x3 do you think people have spent the most amount of money on? So I guess you're asking what the most popular 3x3 has been. That's really hard. I'd say a lot of people buy the Zanchi. Like, if you just go on Amazon and search for a Rubik's Cube, one of the first ones that comes up is a Zanchi for, like, beginner speed cubers. But, like, Speed Cube, I'd say the Oolong was very, like, extremely popular for a really long time, so maybe one of those. How long did it take for you to learn full CFOP? I don't technically know full CFOP because I don't know full OLL, but learning the rest, everything up to PLL and everything like that, probably took me like a year and a half from when I started, but I could have learned it like quite a lot faster if I had actually tried to speed cube better, so like probably a couple months, maybe like 6 months or something. Can you put your cat on your trampoline and start jumping? No, but I can with my dog. And finally, how many cat questions have people asked? Well, one more than before you posted that comment. And that's it for this Q&A. It was pretty long. I should probably work on filtering down the amount of questions that I answer, because I do get a lot of questions now. But if you want to leave some questions, then go leave those down in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to answer quite a lot of them. And so if you like this video, you can leave a like down below showing me that you liked it. Stay subscribed to be notified when the next video like this comes out. And also leave some suggestions down in the comments below for other videos that I can make like this in the future. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!